So this is from the Columbus Dispatch, and it's not loading. All right, a deputy shoots and kills. Whoa, okay, this is my first time hearing about this, and I guess it just happened. A deputy shoots and kills a 16-year-old boy during a scuffle at a courthouse. All right. Chaos unfolded Wednesday afternoon in a hallway outside a Franklin County courtroom when a scuffle involving a teenage defendant, his family members, and a deputy ended in fatal gunfire. Wow. Okay. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office deputy, who was knocked to the ground, fired a single shot, killing 16-year-old Joseph Edward Haynes of the Hilltop. Haynes was in court on 2 delinquency cases, both involving guns, juvenile court records show. During the hearing, Magistrate Larry Sanchez ordered him placed on electronic monitoring. At some point, as the hearing was concluding, there was an altercation involving the deputy and some of the family members. And what we have learned was the deputy was knocked to the ground as part of that altercation where he came under attack. 1 shot was fired. Minard said the Franklin County Sheriff's Office would not immediately identify the deputy, but would do so at a later date. It's unclear how many people were involved in the scuffle, which broke out at 12:40 p.m. Wow, okay. So this happened pretty much in front of the courthouse. Democratic Socialist says Hilltop is commonly known as Killtop. In Columbus, it's a bad part of town. Wow. Here's an account. Geraldine Haynes, who is Haynes' grandmother, told the Dispatch she was only a few feet away when the struggle broke out. They could have tased him. He didn't have to shoot him, she said as a tear rolled down her face. In her account of events, Geraldine Haynes said her grandson became upset when the deputy put his hands on Haynes' mother. Karen Haynes was pushed up against a wall, which prompted Joseph Haynes to shout at the deputy, "Leave his mom alone, leave his mom alone." Why was he touching the guy's mom? Joseph Haynes grabbed the deputy's shoulder. The deputy said, the deputy let go of Karen and slung Joey on the ground. At this point, Joseph Haynes didn't move, and his hands were above his head. All of a sudden, he pulled his gun and shot him. The family was taken into other rooms immediately after the shooting. They didn't learn until about 4 p.m. that Joseph was dead. So this was a defensive person on the ground with their hands over their heads. If this account is correct, and this is still unfolding, this is my first time seeing anything about this. This happened yesterday. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of different accounts out there as time goes on. But assuming this account is correct, this person was on the ground with their hands over their head. They were shot. This was not a struggle that ended deadly. This was an impromptu execution in a court of law. Unless something reveals that this play of events is not what actually happened. And I'm using that disclaimer because, this is in real time. Somebody tweeted me this article. It's my first time seeing anything about it. That's the purpose of this show. That's how this show works. And this happened yesterday, Wednesday. It is now Thursday morning. But assuming this account of events is what happened, this was literally an impromptu execution of an American citizen in a court of law. That's the country we live in. And yes, they're protecting the identity of this officer that did it. They're not even revealing the identity of the officer that did it. you know, you guys have heard me talk about my thoughts on law enforcement a lot. How it's a systemic problem. How the entire manner in which we conduct law enforcement needs to be gutted and redone. Because we have a systemic problem. People are commenting he'll probably get a paid vacation for it. He'll probably get a promotion. And what's sad is you might be right. Wow. Oh, anytime, here's what the Franklin County Commissioner, John O'Grady, said. Anytime there's a deputy-involved shooting where we've got the public involved, obviously it's a terrible incident. Our hearts go out to the deputy. Our hearts go out to the deputy, the family, and anyone involved. They mentioned the deputy first. The Franklin County Commissioner, their heart goes out to the deputy first. The deputy that used deadly force in a court scuffle. A 16-year-old boy and his mother inside a court of law. Why would deadly force be necessary? Somebody in the chat says Columbus police are out of control. Wow. Our heart goes out to the deputy. The deputy that literally took it upon themselves to execute an American citizen inside a court of law. If you go into a court of law to be tried, you might not walk out alive now, apparently. Holy shit. I mean, wow. What else can you say about that? I mean, Dem Socialist says brutality there is very common. Franklin County Jail is the same way. I mean, this was in a courtroom. This was in a court of law. A courtroom. The only people that have weapons in a courtroom are the police. That's it. I mean, that you realize that's what happened, right? This person executed a citizen in a court of law. I guess all we can do is just see how this unfolds and see what but, you know, assuming this account of events from this article is correct, this is a new level. I mean, this is a new level. I mean, this is Wild West type stuff going on here. You walk into a court of law, assuming you are going to get due process, and you get shot and killed. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.